Welcome back, Zip Nation. We are back for Season 17, where Saturday mornings in Akron are feeling electric, and Akron football is always part of the heartbeat of this town. Season 16 last year tested us. It wasn't the step forward we wanted, and close calls, hard lessons, and a senior class that gave everything it had before handing over the keys. But we fell short. But if there's one thing this program has learned over the years, it's how to respond whenever we have to rebuild and restock. Now here we are again, Season 17, ranked number 25 in the nation. A team that's balanced, battle-ready, and built to compete, with both the offense and the defense sitting inside the top 20 nationally at number 18 and number 13. No flukes, no shortcuts, just a roster that is ready to prove it belongs. As we see this beautiful rankings, special teams might be a problem. But we are ready to go with that. And the road won't be easy, though. When we take a look at our schedule, the Big 12 slate is loaded. We've got Mississippi State, UCF, TCU already ranked early on this season. And it's going to be tough. And we also so we sprinkle in some visits and trips to Georgia Southern, James Madison, and FIU along the way. But I tell you what, every week demands focus, toughness, and heart. But this is a team with its sights set higher than survival, higher than respect. This is about climbing again, about answering the doubts that have faced and surfaced the past two seasons, with pads popping and clocks running, about reminding everyone that Akron doesn't fade, it reloads now. So turn it up, Zip Nation. Another season under the lights begins now, because with Coach Eric Taylor, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. And so we are about to go up against Georgia Southern with this team. And when we take a look at our depth chart, we do have our quarterback back, Carlos Watkins, and we were able to get his IQ up a little bit. But if he's struggling, we got Tristan Patrick, the field general, ready to go. He may not have the arm strength, but he's got the intangibles that we need, and he's evasive as well. We've got a running back in Austin Leung that is back, and Ivan Hightower as well. We got receivers that can be thrown to. We've got a tight end, Ezra Murdoch, who we brought in through the transfer portal. We've got a good offensive line. Maybe not as great as the last one, but they're still going to be good. The defensive line is solid. The linebackers are solid. The cornerbacks have a couple shutdown players here. And then we've got safeties that are going to be decent enough. The kicking game, though, that's where we're going to be struggling. So with that being said, let's see what we've got with Georgia Southern, and let's see what this team's ready for as we have our quick passing focus, limited short passing. That sounds good. We'll do that. We are going to try to run the ball, though. We know that because we got away from that last year. We're going to see if we can do it right this year. We allowed 20 points against them last season. We do not want that. We want the defense to shut them down, because that's what our Achilles heel was for a long time last season, is our defense, which we already got scored on there. That's disappointing. All right. We are going to make sure we focus on that run. Oh, my goodness. And we were 3 and out right off the bat. That is not good. But we got to turn over downs on fourth down, and we're already not doing anything. It's turning into field position, though. We got the ball back on our own 35. Let's try to run the ball outside. Gets us nothing. There we go. Finally, Ezra Murdoch, 15 yards. Can we move the ball a little bit, please? There we go. Braden Gilliam with 13 yards. Let's throw it again. Nope. Hightower picks up 12, and there we go. Preston Archer with a 14-yard run. And we shut them down 3 and out. That's what we want to see. 3rd and 3. Ooh, 4th and 1. No. Let's try our fullback dive. Doesn't work. Oh, no. But we hold them to a missed field goal. Even better. You know what? Let's test that arm. There we go. Ernesto Charles picks up 18 yards right there. And then we get nothing. Okay, there we go. Now he picks up another 12 against the zone coverage. All right, they're expecting us to do that. Let's try a little sweep play with our wide receiver. That wouldn't work. Gilliam picks up 9. And we are marching down Henderson, and Hightower gets it 1-yard run. We're stopping them 3 and out again. But we fumble on the punt, but we hold them to a field goal. So that could have been a lot worse. The RPO picks us up 12 yards. Another one picks us up 9. So we run the ball for 3. The coach is doing a good job of mixing things up. 2nd and 9 gets us nowhere. 3rd and 10. Sacked. So we push him back to the 15. Can we get the ball back? 2nd and 14, 3rd and 14, 4th and 7. We do get the ball back with 1:24 left. Let's try our favorite tight end under. There we go. Eric Henderson gets it. A play action pass, picks up 8. 17 yards. We are a minute 3. Plenty of time. Let's try the bubble screen. Doesn't get us anywhere. 3rd and 6, not good. Let's try the stick play. Sacked. We're at the 41 with 31 seconds. You know what? Let's take a shot at it. Hey, Gilliam, 27 yards. Figured what were we to lose? Our defense would shut him down, I thought. And we get the touchdown. Ezra Murdoch, 14 yards from Watkins. Going into halftime, feeling good about ourselves and getting the ball. We are not going to... Or do we start with that? Nope, we don't. We shouldn't have. Let's try a read option. Watkins can throw the ball okay. Tying an attack this time. Picks us up 10 yards. Passing the ball again for another 10. Archer with 7 yards. There we go. Things are looking good in this game. And then we get 7 yards. Can the defense shut them down again? Missed the field goal. There we go. Let's let the coordinator call this one. It doesn't work for us, so we cannot trust him completely. We are not moving the ball well against Georgia Southern. That is a concern. Then they drive down the field. They are down 15 in the fourth quarter here. Okay, now he's doing better. 35-13. Can we put a stop to him? 4th and 1, they get through. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 15, and we get the ball back. We're chewing the clock. Moving the ball just fine. Taking the QB kneel. Defense was better this time. Only 250 yards. Offense looked good as well. Mr. Watkins, 25 of 28 with 309 yards and 2 touchdowns. 3 sacks is a little concerning, but we got to them 4 times. Averaging 3.1 a carry. Not our best. Okay, we'll see how that goes and translates as we get into tougher competition here. That's going to be a concern. So we're going to go ahead, play the next couple games, and come back for Mississippi State. We are ready to go at Mississippi State here. They lost their first game of the season, Michigan State, but I think that was a bit of a fluke. They won the last 2. We did have a classic in overtime against Arizona State, who is 1-1. They're 1 loss to us. We then trounced Oklahoma State fairly handily. So this is going to be a good test for us because Mississippi State's going to be a tough game. We're going to see if we can win. And you'll see UCF is ranked number 7, number 8 TCU. We are currently ranked 17th. I've been doing a focus on the rushing game. Now, they like to run the ball and pass the ball both. They have an amazing offensive rating here of 87, which is even better than ours. So our yards per game, we've been 12th, which is good. Points per game has been 11th. But again, we're allowing too many points. So we may try to be a little bit slower pace here. And actually, now that I think about it, let's go a little slower. Let's try to slow their offense down. Matchup history, they have owned us 4 out of 5. And we got trounced last season by them. So hopefully we can get something back here. And we are going back old school Akron here with our slow offense. And 3 and out right off the bat is a good news for us. If we can run the ball and maintain control, that would be something beautiful for us. And we are moving the ball. Let's try a pass. There we go. Trent Armstead picking up 14 yards. Carlos Watkins has been solid. And there he finds Ezra Murdoch for 6 yards on the play action pass. Rolling out against the cover 2 man, picking us up. It's a deafening crowd here of 50,000 at our stadium. And if we can take their offense out of the game by keeping them off the field, easier said than done. Here they go, just, man, down the field against us like we were nothing. Ooh, play action stretch. Okay, doesn't work. Worth a shot. Watkins has had some big ones like there. He finds Gilliam for 12 yards. And the end of the first quarter sees it tied, and we have to punt it away, unfortunately. And we get them to third and long. They get it again. 3rd and 1, we're blitzing them. Doesn't work. They're passing. 2-yard rush, 4-yard pass. Oh, my goodness. We can't stop them. That's why we're trying to keep them off of the field. 3rd and 3 doesn't get us anywhere. 3rd and 10, and they get it again. We can't stop them. Oh, my goodness, defense. What is going on here? 3rd and 6, we get nothing. And the defense is getting torched by Mississippi State. This is not a good sign. There we go. Austin Lane picking up 39 yards. Okay, let's try to do something ourselves. Cover 3. It's 2nd and 4. It doesn't work. Let's try again. Cover 2. Slowed them down at least a little bit. Cover 2 sink doesn't do anything. The engage 8, of course, isn't going to do gap press on 2nd and 3. Does something. Let's try blitzing them. Let's do the middle blitz. Throw something at them. 4th and 2. They're going for it, but we stop them. Turnover on downs. There we go. Let's see if we can make something out of this. Oh, Ivan Hightower says, get me the ball. And yes, sir, I can. 2nd and 10 gets us nothing. 3rd and 9, we do run the ball with Hightower again. And there we go. 4-yard run. He took it all the way himself that time. 3rd and 8, I think a zone play better. Cover 3 doesn't work. Good grief. 3rd and 5 doesn't work. They just go down the field on us like it's nothing. Man. There we go. Austin Lane, 35 yards. These outside runs have been pretty decent for us. 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. Oh, 3rd and 9. Let's try the short slants middle. Doesn't work, but we get the field goal. But we know that's not going to matter if we can't stop them. And right now, we cannot stop them, no matter what we do. They're passing the ball a lot. Let's go into the nickel. Cover 2 drop. Okay, 3rd and 8. They're going to pass it. They tried to run that ball. Cover 3 buzz press. There we go. Got the ball back. 1st and 10. We have the ball. Let's run it. There we go. Austin like 45 yards. Play action pass gets us to the 9-yard line. We're going to stick to running it on the outside. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Again, we're on the 3. Halfback slam. Oh. Field goal at this point. We're right there. We are right there. Let's try it. Doesn't work. Hey, we get the safety, though. Almost as good as the field goal. Okay. We are not running the ball well. Let's try to tight end under. There we go. Picking up 12 yards, running up the middle. Mixing it up a little bit on the sweep play. I'm not so sure about that one. Let's try the quick slants instead. Ooh, he wants to go for it. No. We can't do it from there. Push him back. 2nd and 10. That gap press is not working for us. Okay. Cover 3 buzz. No. Let's go back to our nickel. And let's do that buzz press. There we go. Sack. 2-minute warning. Oh, boy. Here we are. And we get 49 yards off the bat. Minute 35 left in the game. We're on the 19-yard line. Let's get it on the ground. 3-yard rush. Let's try again. They're calling their timeouts. At 1st and goal at the 7. Here we are. 3rd and goal. Austin Lane gets there with 2-yard rush. Okay, we're up 4. We got to go for the 2-point conversion here. We're going to try an option run. We haven't shown them triple option all game. Doesn't work. Okay. 35 seconds to go. 29. 24. 20. 4th and 10. We stopped them. That's what we want. Clear eyes, full hearts. Can't lose on that one. 32-28. What a second half, guys. Fighting from behind. Running the ball. Look at this. Lane got 203 yards, a 9.7 average, 8.1 for Hightower. We ran over them. Watkins, you did your job. You found some big ones for us. That's what we needed. Took down our rivals. Big win for us. That is a statement win. Let's see what happens. Do we move up from number 17? And if so, how much? That is a good team, even though they're 2-1. To slow down that offense that way, maybe we need to go to a slower offense to protect our defense a little bit. Lawrence Mathis, that's a shame losing him. He is a good player. 19 tackles so far. We are up to number 12, going up against a 1-3 Texas Tech team, but we can't overlook anybody, as Kansas State showed us that last season. So UCF and TCU are both future opponents of ours as well. We're going to have to win at least one of those if we want to make it to the college football playoff. So I think now it's time to get ready for that UCF game. This season has been much better for us. So after that tight win against Mississippi State, we dominated Texas Tech, did the same thing to James Madison outside of 2 late scores, but we were never really in danger. But now we've got the big one. UCF is here. Undefeated, number 5 in the country. TCU is undefeated at number 3 in the country. We are undefeated, number 8 in the country. Unfortunately, whenever we take a look at our team, offensive line's banged up. Linebackers are really banged up here, so that's going to be hurting us. We've lost one for 10 weeks, unfortunately. One of our best ones, too. And defensive line is banged up, so we are hurting in this area on defense, but we are still ranked number 15th in talent, 14th in offensive talent. We're scoring points okay. The slowdown seems to be working for us a little bit better because we're allowing fewer yards per game. So with that being said, we're going to jump into this UCF game and see what we can do. So they are running the ball like crazy, number 15. And they are very good against the run. So we're going to try to focus on rushing because we are going to try to control the ball on the ground, break through their line, and see if we can do that. This is going to be a tough one. So we are going to Orlando. They are favored by 3 points. They've won the last 2 after we won the first 3. We've won by 20. They've won by 10. They only beat us by 3 last time, but they were a down year last time. So let's see what we can do here. This is going to be a big one. Can we pull this one off? Their injuries, they've got some injuries as well, but they're all being able to play, unfortunately. So we come out of this a lot worse than they do. So hopefully we've got some clear eyes and full hearts, and we're not going to lose this. But we are going into 70,000 in Orlando with a deafening crowd screaming at us. Luckily, it's clear skies, so things are looking good that way. Okay, let's start it off on the ground, not with a draw play, but with the dive play. And that picks us up a whopping 1 yard. Awesome. Stretching and doesn't work either. Hey, there we go. Trent Armstead breaks through, and then we get nothing again. This is not ideal. 3rd and 13 gets us nothing. Okay, so it's time for the defense to try to step up and stop something. Oh my goodness. They're running the ball pretty well. Actually, that might work. 2nd and 8, 3rd and 6. I don't want to go with that. We're going to go with the nickel, and we're going to go the cover 2 drop. 4th and 6. We held them to a field goal. So that is a win in my book. But of course, oh, there we go. Finally breaking through. A little play action pass gets us nothing. Their defense is stopping us. Okay, 26 yards to Cesar Austin. There we go. Ezra Murdoch, 14 yards. Now we've got something moving. Austin with another 14 yards. Hightower runs it for 5. We're going to try a little read option play here. Gets us another 3, and then we get stopped. As tempting it is to go for it, we need the points. And so 3-3, we will take that gladly. 1st and 10, they're moving the ball, passing it on us, and they run for 3. Bubble screen actually worked for them to pick up some points. 2nd and 10. Okay, so there we go. 3rd and 2. We're going to go with that cover 2 drop again. That time they picked up 2 yards on us, just barely. But we sack them to push them back 5. Cover 2 maintain. 3rd and 16. That's looking good. We're going to drop back to the cover 2 sink instead. Oh, no. 30-yard pass. They broke through. What was this guy doing back there? That is a disappointment. Oh, we had him. All right, Lung gets up 13. Murdoch 14. Now they're stuffing us. Let's try a draw play. Picks up a whopping 1 yard. We cannot kick a 50-yard field goal with this guy. So we're going to go for it. And we fail. 3rd and 11. Hey, we get the ball back, though. No harm done. That's the good news. But the bad news is we finally do move it. Arthur French picks up 21. We're back to midfield. Now we're to the 35-yard line. 32. Let's keep this ball on the ground on the outside. Seems to be what works best for us. A little RPO on 3rd and 5 gets us through there. Arthur French picks up 5 yards against their huge blitz. 1st and 10. French picks up another 14 yards. Then we're at 2nd and 10 on the 11. Doesn't get us anything, so let's try running it to the outside. Austin Lane gets there for 11 yards, and we have tied it up 10-10. And then they go right down the field, 18 yards on us. Let's not... There we go, 2nd and 8, Underwood. Now they're calling a timeout. They tried to run that play. They're calling a timeout. They're going to pass it. Let's try the sky. No, they ran it again. 2nd and 4. We're not doing an engage 8. What do we got out of the nickel that we can maybe blitz? Nickel blitz. 3rd and 1. Ooh. 1st and 10, they broke through. 1st and goal on the 4. That is not what we wanted to see. We're not getting down the field. We don't want to let them score again. That's the problem. And now we have to kick off. We're down 7 at the half. The defense is getting pushed around here too much. What can we do out of the blitz? Free safety zone blitz doesn't work. Oh, 2nd and 17. There we go. 3rd and 17. And we hold them. We're only down 10. That could have been a lot worse for us. Picking up 6 yards. A little play action trying to catch him off guard. Does not work. Let's try the stretch play again. That doesn't work either. We just cannot move the ball against these guys. 2nd and short. We need to try to blitz them. Hey, there we go. Pushed them back 2 yards. Corner blitz out on the outside. 3rd and 4 doesn't work. 15-yard run up the gut on us. 3rd and 6. We held them to 4th and 1. Here they go. They're going to get it. Yep. 5 yards. We got nothing to stop them. And now they're running wild on us. Oh, my goodness. What a trouncing. Take a deep shot at it. We only pick up 8. And then our bubble screen does a lot of nothing. Okay, we picked one up. 18-yard pass. Not the worst. Down 10 if we can stop them. And we do stop them. So we're going to try to change this to an up-tempo game. 3rd and 9 gets us nowhere. We have to go for it. We have to. I just don't see us stopping them. He held them to a field goal. That's something, I guess. Let's try the wide corner. Hey, there we go. Murdoch picks up 27 yards, and we run the ball. Why are we leaning run at this point? 2nd and 10 gets us nowhere. Now we're trying to catch him off guard. Picks up 5. Play action gets us there. Conrad, 15 yards. Play action boot moves it around again. 2nd and 6. 3rd and 4. Oh, we do have to go for it, don't we? Let's try the hitches. Oh, we deflected. And the ball is batted down. We do get the ball back, but I think it's a little too late. We're going to lose this one. Went down fighting. Yardage-wise, we could not run the ball. 2.4 yards. We didn't get sacked. We just had to throw it too much because we got knocked out because we could not control the ground game. Well, they control their destiny for the Big 12 title game, but we are far from out of this from the college football playoff. We have a team that can win the rest of our games, and we got TCU waiting at the end, so there's no doubt that we can still get in there. Who knows? Maybe UCF, TCU, and Akron, we all get in there. No telling. Let's check out. No, we do not get this guy. We were nowhere close. All right, so with that being said, we're going to jump ahead, probably come back for this TCU game. I tell you what, FIU, they are led by a guy who is putting up some numbers. Their quarterback, Omarion McCall, look at this. 7 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, but he's got 633 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns as well. Right now, he does have a major injury, so that's going to be helping us as we go. But let's jump ahead and see what we've got. Probably with TCU down here. Well, after that UCF disappointment, a massive disappointment against Baylor, who is 4-7. We are one of their few wins. We laid an egg. I don't know what happened there. We struggled and finally just fell apart. Came back to beat FIU, Kansas State, and Air Force as we should. Now it's really huge against number 8 TCU. We are not going to get into that conference championship game. UCF's going to have the tiebreaker over us, most likely, if anything. But a win here puts us in a good position to hopefully earn an at-large bid into the college football playoff. We've got injuries still on the defense, but we got some of our linebackers back, so we're going to hopefully pull something out here. Now, they run the ball really well. They also pass the ball decent, but we are going to try to stop the run, lock that down, and we are going to focus on our own running game because we have to control the ground game. We are favored by 1 point in this one. Wow, we've won the last 3. We've actually won 4 out of 6, which is very surprising to me. We're going to see how this one goes. They are a formidable opponent with a rowdy crowd of 50,000 waiting to see what their team can do against us. We stopped the run on the first 2 plays nicely, but then 4th and 6, we got the ball. Whew, that was close. I thought they were going to keep on driving it down on us. Okay, 2nd and 8, picked up nothing. 3rd and 8, there we go. Trent Armstead picking up 21 yards, another 15 from Austin Lang, which this guy has been amazing. He's been leading the nation in rushing yardage, I believe. He was a couple games ago. I haven't checked recently. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. Where are we at? We're at the 22. We're not going to go too crazy here. Let's try our tight end under. And we don't get it. 43-yard field goal is good. Gets us an early lead. See if we can hold it. Oh, my goodness, a 27-yard pass. That is not what we want to see, and then they get it again. Interception. Carlos Watkins, and it was returned for 37 yards, and they just got up on us big time. What a momentum shift that was. And I just went against what I said about keeping the ball on the ground. We let our coach call some things. He gets a little too pass happy for my liking sometimes. 3rd and 3, we get in there. The play action, though, is good to use when we can. 3rd and 7, we get up. Armstead picks up another 12. We'll try to do the play action rolling out. Murdoch gets it. Nothing there. We're not done running this ball, though. Stretch play doesn't get it. And there we go. Austin Lang gets there. Gets us back to within 4. Good news all around for us there. And we get the ball back in good field position. Let's see if we can get some more points. And what? Braden Gilliam picking up 31 yards from Carlos Watkins, and then we get pushed back. We're getting closer. 3rd and 1. It is close. 3rd and 13. We're at the 25. Let's try it. Doesn't get it. It's 47-yarder. Doesn't work because we don't have a big leg on our kicker. His accuracy is not the worst, but he cannot kick those long field goals. 3rd. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they fumbled the ball on the punt return. Good news. Let's see if we can get something going here. 3rd and 6, breaking through. 2nd and 6 on the 13. Ooh. Let's try a different play action. Nope. That's not what I want. It is a medium pass, I think, that I'm thinking about. That's the one I wanted, but we've done it a lot. Let's try our curls. Doesn't get there. And oh my goodness, we missed the 30-yarder. That is inexcusable. We knew special teams might cost us this year coming into it, and it looks like it. Oh, we fumble. We stopped them. 3rd and 1, and we get nothing. Oh, I'm getting impatient. I wanted to go for it there. Maybe we should have at the way we just get beat up so bad. Our defense has been atrocious, and then we just give them the ball back like it's nothing. Trying to pass the ball, and we can't do it. Let's try to run it. Maybe we can run the ball down the field and get down there faster. Interception. And that may be all she wrote for our season. Disappointing to say the least. Again, the defense is letting us down. Lane got 122 yards, 7.6 yards carry. Hightower did nothing, though, down here. Watkins, 2 interceptions costing us big. They were 16 of 19. Disappointing. Disappointing. Well, ranked 23rd now, so we're not going. Let's see where we end up bowl-wise. We'll come back and do that. I'll take care of the recruiting, and maybe we can finish this out on some good news. Well, it's time to see this disappointing selection show. Let's see. Akron, number 25. What a... Ugh. Look at these two. Conference champions finishing 24th and 23rd. Missouri, TCU, UCF, neither one of them. Duke, Florida, Cal, and Penn State. What a disappointment. We get to go to the Pop-Tarts Bowl against Miami. Ohio State, number 4. UCF, number 6. Who won the Big 12? Arizona knocked off UCF. Unranked. Wow. Do we get any commitments? We do get 1 commitment. That's the good news. We're going up against Miami in a game that we have won once. We beat Pittsburgh last season. We don't want to be in this thing anymore. We've beaten Miami 3 times. We're going to hope we can at least do that. All right, well, let's take care of this recruiting real quick. There's not much left to do because I'm locked in on these guys. We're just going to put some of these. We're not going to get any of these anyways. I already know who we are going to get, and I know who we're not going to get. So with that, actually, this one we have a shot at. Minus 300. Let's put some money in on him. All right. Let's find out award season. Maybe we'll get some good news here because right now, I tell you, this one has been another disappointing in the end. We're still building up a team, but we've gotten to the point where we can't get over that hump anymore. Christopher Davison out of Georgia. We got a quarterback out of Ohio State and Missouri and Florida and Delaware. 3,700 yards, 31 touchdowns, ran for 263. Who got it? The Delaware quarterback. Number 13, Delaware. Wow. We got nothing. What about Bednarik? For the defender. Missouri, Iowa State, UCF. No one for us. Iowa State got it. Of course, we didn't get anybody. Our defense stunk. Freshman. USC. No one for us. Home Depot Award. We probably didn't get that one either because we failed at winning. We did get some first team. No, wait, we don't get. Let's just go to our team. Akron Award winners. No national awards. Austin got third team running back, All-American. We got several, just not even that many all-conference. That was just a disappointing outcome there. All right. We did get a 5-star number 1 wide receiver overall. He'll fit in. That's going to be good. Helping us grow our talent at least. And then we'll get this to this guy. And hopefully we'll pick up some more. But let's get ready for that Miami game. See if we can knock them off again before going off and trying to build up our team. Once again, we might need to make changes to our coaching staff. I think going back to a run-first team might be the way to go. We picked up a 3-star field general. That is better for us. We don't have to add anything to the recruits. And let's set our let's set our depth chart. Because I think we might have, yes, we do. We have an offensive lineman back. Not one of our best, but this is a younger offensive line down here. Plug that hole. Defensive line isn't the best. We have an injury. A guy came back from injury, though, but these two could be really good for us if they say these 3 Linebackers were young for the most part. Ooh, we're going to move him up. We want to make sure we keep our junior over our senior. So we don't want to risk that. The potential is here for next season, but we've been saying that a lot lately, and I don't like that we've been saying the potential, because this team needs to get better. All right, we'll try the quick passing this time, see how that goes. I want to take the next step. The potential, we've had that potential enough. We've got a very good team. We're a top 20 team rated in offense and defense. We should be doing better than this. We should be doing much better. We might have to switch from a 3-4. Yeah, we're not. And we're going to have to switch from our offense. We're going to go back to running the ball, ground and pound, go back to our roots, find ourselves a new coordinator or two if we can. Because he's just not getting it done. We've had a couple disappointing seasons in a row. When I let him call the plays, they do not work out as well. When we run the ball, we do better. But, oh, wow, we came back. Defensively, we've been disappointing, so we may need to mix that up as well. It can't hurt. And right now, we've got a whole lot of nothing. Let's try a deep shot. What do we have to lose? 2nd and 12 gets to 3rd and 6. We get nothing there. Man, Miami's defense is just shutting us down. It's like our team didn't show up to play for the bowl game this year. This has been our bread and butter. We've been winning these things. Good grief, guys. Make a play. Now we're doing something. Until we get close enough to just get a field goal. 6-6. Both offenses are sputtering until Miami decides to say, hey, you know what? We're going to play now. And we are going to do what we've been doing. Oh, there we go. Gilliam getting 49 yards. And we get in there. Austin Lang picks it up 13-13. And we get the ball back on an interception. This is about pride, guys. This is about setting us up for the next season. Let's get in there. Come on. 1st and goal, 2nd and goal. There we go. 20-13. And we stop them there. Coming back down, get the knee. And we beat Miami again. We continue our perfect record against Miami. That was an atrocious performance, though. Not good for us at all. Defense finally showed up. But that Miami team, it's unranked. That's not a good team that we just beat. It's a fine team, but it's not the teams we need to be able to beat if we want to take the next step. Hightower went out for the season, ending his career that way. We picked up a wide receiver, linebacker, cornerback. Good news for us there. And it is time to jump ahead, see who the champion is, and get us into the offseason. Well, what went down as a classic, Georgia gets yet another national championship. We finished 19th. Not shabby. I mean, we've come from nothing, and we're still a school that's on the rise. But again, this was season 17. We've got 3 more seasons to try to make our mark, because I think 20 seasons, we can't do it then. I mean, that's a good run to try to see where we can reach in 20 seasons. So we got 3 more seasons to try to climb the mountaintop. I think we can. We've got a team that can compete. We're getting the school better and better every time. If we were going 40 or 50 seasons, we definitely would be in it. Do we want to swap? Durability. Yes, sir. I think that's going to be... Yeah, we've got to do durability, and we're going to do it for the running back recruiter one. Our recruiting is not good enough anyways. What about our offensive coordinator? Nothing there. Defense. Oh, we can make his defense better. We can also make his recruiting better. I think I do like this guy though. Let's up his defense. We'll see who else is out there before we make any deals with our coaches here. So our defensive coordinator, he is locked in. Offensive, we're going to probably replace him. We're good here. We're not going to worry about that. They're not going to fire us. He loves us. We're done renegotiating. We will stay. Don't worry. Who wants us, though? Michigan, Texas A&M. I mean, see, these are schools with 20 more than what we have. So the recruiting is going to be better. All of that is just helping them out so much more. But but Texas A&M, look at that underperformance. Number 6 and number 7 in offense and defense. Couldn't come away with it. So we're going to stay at Akron on our contract. We are going to, he's going to Texas A&M. Micah Pugh. Hey, we're okay with that. We want to run first. Balanced playbook. Here we go. Offensive 10. 10 in recruiting. 7 in training. 10 in, this guy. Developer, professor. Developer for QBs. Interesting. This is a big one. He can train and recruit fairly well. He can call plays. What does he do? The gadget player, cerebral, helps us with IQ, evasion, and speed, and we get pass blocking. This one might even be better. Liberty. Tight end developer and recruiter. Beast mode, running backs game, +4 strength and goal line. That's good for a run-first team. QB whisperer, so he gets arm strength and accuracy. UCLA. This guy, pass blocking on 3rd and long, 24% more effective on offensive practice focuses, +1. And he has beast mode. But this guy's recruiting so much better. We're going to bring in the Liberty guy. Let's do that. We'll do the coach lock. We'll keep him for 2 years. I think that's a good one. As far as defense, he's moving off to Wake Forest. We're going to change our play call. What playbook do we want to go with? We could try the 4-4. Try a nickel. This guy can train and coach. Texas A&M, do we steal their defensive coordinator who underperformed? Do your job, +10 defensive IQ. Injuries are shortened. All defensive attributes in the first quarter to set the tone's really good. Man coverage. Tackling and pursuit. Man coverage. Block shedding. But he plays a zone. Why man coverage isn't? Could go to Braylon Amos. He can coach and he can recruit. This is a guy here. FIU, both of them are willing to leave. They just had a good season. I think we're going to go with this guy. We're going to just sign a regular contract. If he leaves, he leaves. We're going to change this to a nickel. Balance zone. Balanced run first. I think we're going to be in good shape with that. Now we get to see who's leaving, and that's going to be a question. Are we going to keep Carlos Watkins? That would be, I think we are. So we've got 2 that are leaving early, a cornerback and a linebacker, unfortunately. We could convince Mr. Epps to stay. You will make all conference, sir. We're running the ball. You're going to be able to get there. That's good news to keep him. Let's take a look at the players transferring. We're going to have a lot of running backs wanting to leave. There were a lot unhappy. But our 2 starting running backs are off the depth chart in front of them. So that means they can all step up and do their part here and have a chance to get themselves some playing time and recognition if they're willing to stay. We only have 5 wanting to transfer, and 4 of them are running backs. Told you. So let's look at quarterbacks. Carlos Watkins coming back for his junior year. That's really good news for us. Actually, they're all coming back. Running back, we've got Preston Archer. He'll be back. Who do we keep? We will let Kenneth Red go. Spearman, you will get 30% of the snaps. Wyatt Wooten, we will pay you. Caden Riley, we're going to let you go because we got all these freshmen down here as well. We'll let those 2 go. Wide receivers, we're going to have a decent amount there. Tight ends are looking pretty good. Offensive line, they're going to be a lot in the 80s or right around it, but we could use another offensive lineman. Kicker, we've got a better kicker, I think, coming in here. His accuracy is already up to 73, and his power is 70, so he's going to be better in the long run. Defensive line, it looks like we're going to be okay defensive line. Linebackers, we're going to be okay by the time they improve. Corner, we're going to need help at cornerback. So we're going to need help at cornerback. Safeties, we're going to be fine. Offensive linemen, get at least one more of those. And maybe a running back. Running back, offensive line, cornerback, and then, we can never go wrong with it, getting some more defensive line. Linebackers, I think, will be okay. We'll see who's out there. We got to get our linebacker, actually. Sorry. Oh, he's a poor scheme fit. We did change the scheme, didn't we? You're going to play a lot of snaps, though, buddy. We don't have the 3-4 anymore, so we don't need as many linebackers. Forgot about that. That could help us potentially, but we're going to need a lot more on the cornerbacks then if that's the case too. So we will need to make sure we pick up some corners if we're going to make the most out of our team here. So we got Austin Lang goes in the 19th pick in the first round. 2-time All-American. Awesome job, sir. Got some cornerbacks going in the second round, linebacker and defensive line in the third and the fourth. Hall of Fame inductees, nobody for us. Ring of Honor. Austin Lang gets there as he should. Was he one of ours from the get-go? He was. 3-star running back. We recruited him. He was a A- potential as a 61 overall, and he becomes a 2-time All-American. Look at that. First-team All-American. Well done, sir. Well done. All-time record books. There's that Omari McCall. 51 interceptions in his career. He threw the ball a lot. Nothing there. Did we get any updates? Nope. We have nothing other than opponents' pass yards per game. We actually did okay there. Same with defensive sacks in one game against Kansas State. But we're going to mix things up because we're tired of coming up short the last few years. This could backfire. Could be just what we need, though. Changing it up to a nickel might be the way to go. But it is time for the offseason recruiting before we come back to see how things shake out. Okay, here we are with where we build our team. Did we bring in some of these recruits? We're going to need them. And we get our first one, an offensive lineman, like we said, we could use to solidify that, coming from Washington. He's B+ potential. He's already an 81 overall. He will hopefully get that run blocking and pass blocking up there a little better because it's his strength, though. That's amazing. We get a cornerback, which is going to be super important to have, and he's good at zone coverage. We get a defensive lineman as well, an A+ potential redshirt freshman coming from Penn State. Do we get this one? Cornerback, if we hold him off from Ohio State. 80 right off the bat. Again, somebody who can play zone. We hold off Boise State for a safety who can play zone. High school guy, we do get the high school safety. 5-star number 2 safety in the land. Defensive lineman, we get him. We get the running back. He's going to be overlooked just because he was 2 stars. This is where it's going to get shaky. Wide receiver, 17 points. We're able to hold off A- wide receiver here. He's a route runner for us. Safety, we hold him off. We get another cornerback at 79, and we pick up an offensive lineman who has a lot of potential. I thought we could snag one to add to our team. That means we should have 4 or 5-star recruits. This should be one of our highest ones, but at number 35, we'll take it because that's our rated. We had 2 high school recruits of 5 stars. That's good news. Now we get to do the work. We are so close to getting that 8-star prestige. That will help us get more NIL money, help us just look better for recruits. The goal is to get there next season if we can. 15 million, though, is pretty good for what we have. Let's go ahead and do what we always do, which is cover the maintenance and then see what we can improve with the first one always been, can we improve our facilities? We cannot. Can we improve our stadium? Nope. College life? No, sir. We cannot improve any of them. So let's just put $2 million into each. Get that home field advantage a little bit closer. The facilities, we know how much that's going to help us, but we need these other things to help with recruiting as well, because right now marketing is not good for us when it comes to NIL. We definitely need to get that up there, but over time, we'll get there. We just need some big paydays, and I like spreading it out. We could focus on some things, but I like getting spread out because we're getting things better over time. Maybe doing a hyper focus would be better for us, but at the same time, I think this is a good spot for us to be at. No realignment this time. We are in the toughest division by far. If only we were in the West. If we were in the West, we'd be so much better off. UCS is up to 9 stars. Georgia and Ohio State are in the same division as well. Wow. Okay, let's get our schedule ready for next season. And I think it's time. We've got to do James Madison and FIU. We'll go ahead and finish that out. We are not going to play Ball State. That is a waste. We could go after Ohio State. We have 3 seasons left. We're going to wait one more season. We're going to try to get a team that we can beat. Pittsburgh, maybe? Solid team. They are a good team, actually. We can spend a little... Well, I don't want to do Syracuse again. They're going to screw us up. We could do Miami. We have a good run against them. Miami would be good. We beat them. We're not going to face them in the bowl game this year because we're going to be better than that this year. Yeah, we'll stick with this one. Next season, we'll have 2 spots open up, and that will be when we go all in and try to face Ohio State again. It's been a while since we've gone up against them, but I think it's time we stop shying away from them, and we are going to see what we can do against them instead. And I think we got a shot at maybe living the dream here. But let's see what we have. Those off-season gains are going to be so important for us. I do want to go to safety. So we got several safeties here. Cornerbacks, we could use another good cornerback. So we're going to move Dayton Crowell to cornerback. He's a little bit better there. Oh, wow, we can move Braxton Darden back to safety, but we need the linebacker spots instead. Linebacker's going to be weak for us. We're going to be okay. We don't need as many linebackers. Everything else is looking good. All right, the offseason gains where champions are made. I mean, we've been finishing in the top 25. We've come a long way here as the Zips. The question is, can we step up? We've made the college football playoff twice. We've had a taste of it, and it's been good, but we haven't won a game in it yet. We want to do that. We're a better team than we have been. We're just choking it away. Losing to Baylor was a huge, huge loss for us and knocked us out of contention. And we had it still in our hands if we could have beat TCU. All right, let's start with Carlos Watkins finally emerging. Look at that QB IQ, 13. His arm strength, his accuracy, his IQ, everything's good. We are in good hands with him. Running back, gonna be a little weaker for a team that wants to run the ball as well. That's kind of disappointing. We got some receivers to throw to. Got some tight ends. We do have a good offensive line. Better at, these aren't the best. This guy, he's really strong and he can pass block. He can't run block, though, for anything. Benjamin Hendricks, a huge jump. Kicker, that's going to be a weak spot. Defensive line's looking pretty solid. Linebackers are looking good with Keaton Alexander there. +8. Wow, he does want to play. Cornerbacks, 387s overall, an 83 and an 81. Glad to see that. Our new safety that we transferred, he is up to 87 overall, and we have an 86 and 85, 83 at safety. This is a strong team. Very, very strong team. Let's install this game plan. I like what we're doing. We're going to try it differently this time. We are going to... I like the slow tempo. Gets the defense off the field, tries to wear theirs down. We're going to do that. The team roster, what do we got? Wow, we've got some talent on this team. We have to make it happen this year. We have to make it happen. And so as we get ready for the spring and set up for the next season, for season 18, I believe it is. So we got 3 seasons left to try to achieve our dreams of winning the national title and or knocking off Ohio State to become bigger and better than them. We're knocking on the doorstep. And if we don't face them this year in the playoff or achieve our dream there, we're going to start playing them in the regular season for those last 2 years if we can. So I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. And I will get this team ready to go for the 2042 season. Season 18, we're going to be back better than ever and try to make our mark at Akron football. So thanks again for joining me. Take care and have yourselves an awesome day.